Welcome to Morning Transfer Talk. We've got no time to waste. Let's begin. Celtic have a done deal here. Have announced the signing of Matt O'Reilly, who has joined the club from MK Dons at a 4.5-year deal, becoming the fifth signing in Ange Postecoglou's squad this season. I think it's for around £1.5 million, but let's move on. Hugo Lloris has agreed to sign a new 2-year deal at Tottenham, which will keep him at the club until 2024. Arsenal are in talks with New England Revolution to try and strike a deal with American goalkeeper Matt Turner. But what does this mean for Bern Leno? A bid worth around £5 million has already gone in from the Gunners, apparently. Well, breaking news. Blackburn Rovers history has been made. Dylan Markaday became the first player of South Asian heritage to play for the Rovers men's first team. It's a done deal that Eliaquim Mangala has signed for Saint Etienne on a free transfer, with the French defender signing a contract until the end of the season. Spurs want Frank Kessie in this window. He's out of contract in the summer, but they want him in Jan. I mean, there's always a pre-contract. I think. Fabio Cannavaro is set for the Everton job, apparently. The shortlist is down to 3. Also, apparently. Well, Martin Boyle departs Edinburgh to complete a move to Al Faisali, apparently. Well, by the looks of things, he's leaving an airport, so you'd guess so. Well, Aubameyang's wages prevent him from leaving Arsenal. Maybe. Frank is confident that Brentford could beat the drop without January signings. There you go. It's officially a done deal that Hugo Lloris has signed a new 2-year contract extension to keep him at the club until 2024. I still keep forgetting that it's 2022. Not much anymore, but still, 2-year contract until 2024. I swear 2020 was yesterday, and also 9 years ago. One of Gerrard's goalkeepers could now leave on loan, given that Robin Olsen has pretty much arrived on loan from Roma. Villa transfer business is bubbling away, says Gerrard. Armand Gnaudolay has left Horse to join the Amons on a permanent deal. Done deal there. And it's officially a done deal that Martin Boyle has completed a move to Al Faisali after Hibernian accepted the third bid of around £2.5 million plus add-ons for the forward. Digne can handle returning to Everton as he's playing against them on Saturday. You have to fight for your place in Gerrard's squad, according to Gerrard. Offers are in for Vlahovic, but he has other ideas, according to Fiorentina. Newcastle are pushing hard for a deal to sign Jesse Lingard, but have so far been unable to agree a deal with Man United. They're trying to sign him on loan, but United want a permanent move. But a loan may suit both Newcastle and Lingard, with the risk of relegation hanging over the North East club. It's looking increasingly likely Newcastle will have to make an incredible offer to both United and Lingard himself to get this one over the line this month. Could Conte bring the best out of Traore? Maybe. Watford are finalising a permanent deal to sign Bordeaux winger Samuel Kalu. Leeds have made an increased bid of £20 million for RB Salzburg midfielder Brendan Harrison. And, this happened, Emiliano Martinez signed a new deal at Aston Villa until 2027. I swear he's 30. Bloody hell. It's a done deal that Oliver Burke has agreed to join, to join Millwall on loan for the rest of the season from Sheffield. However, paperwork on the deal is yet to be completed. It's a frustrating week in the transfer market, according to Eddie Howe. We've already talked about that. How much would a striker improve Man City? They don't need one. It's a done deal that Jaden Fellaini beat us to sign for Stoke on loan for the rest of the season. If they had a striker, they'd be Celtic. They'd be Celtic, and it would be just Celtic. Wouldn't even be a Rangers. Or I suppose Rangers are better at the minute. Can Lingard save Newcastle? He probably won't even go. Now Burnley are interested in Sardar Azmoun. A €10 million bid has gone in, apparently. AC Milan, Bayer Leverkusen and Lyon are also in talks for the Iran international. Thomas Vermaelen, former Arsenal Barcelona centre-back, has announced his retirement from being a footballer, and will now become one of Roberto Martinez's assistants for the Belgium national team. What does this mean about his move to Everton? Oscar says Barcelona are in talks of signing this month. That came out of nowhere. Cole Lafferty has agreed to deal until the end of the season with Kilmarnock. Does that mean his ambition's back? RB Salzburg don't want to sell Brendan Aronson. However, the 21-year-old is keen on a move to Elm Road, probably because of the Prem, and they're probably going to stay up. Conte is tight-lipped on Ndombele's Spurs future. Rangnick wouldn't be unhappy if Lingard stayed. Dembele is a very good player, but I don't know the situation, according to Thomas Tuchel, and Chelsea have agreed a fee with Derby for young left-back Dylan Williams. They'd now accepted a bid from an unnamed Premier League club for the 18-year-old. Weird. Tuchel is quiet on Dembele. We've sort of already talked about that. And it's a done deal that Patrick Roberts has had his loan move at Troyes cancelled and moved to Sunderland from Manchester City on a permanent deal. Done deal there. Barcelona are considering a summer move for Manchester United fullback Alex Telles. Sam Pearson has joined Kilmarnock on loan from Bristol City. He made his Robins debut last March. Sam Pearson. Traore is unaffected by transfer talk. Brighton have made an increased bid for teenage Paraguayan attacker Julian Cisco. Libertad value him at around £8 million. And it's a damn deal that Oliver Burke has officially signed for Millwall from Sheffield United until the end of the season. Ferguson will always dream of managing Everton on a permanent basis, apparently. Although he lacks the experience to do so at the moment. Derby refused to comment on bid rumours, which, fair enough. Press Association says that Carlisle's Capital's offer is worth around £28 million, so over half the £50 million that Sky Sports News were told former Newcastle owner Mike Ashley is prepared to pay. Strange. Wouldn't you rather have Mike Ashley than not have a club? They'll make their mind up. No, they won't. David Moyes remains hopeful of signing at least 2 players before the end of the transfer window. Rudiger wants to be the highest paid Premier League defender. Yeah. What is next for Barca outcast Dembele? God knows. Substantial offer needed for Lingard move. Spurs compromise on the card for Traore. Yeah. A compromise can now be reached for something around the 20 million mark. Vlahovic is likely to bide time over move, according to Dalmatia. Arsenal cast their eye closer to home by being interested in Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Will Aubameyang go? Maybe. What's the latest on Arthur? Arsenal want to sign him. He wants to sign. Juventus are prepared to let him go, but it's complicated. Stuff. Nothing's imminent. Newcastle are considering a move for Bernd Leno, but it's more likely that'll happen in the summer. He has 18 months left on his contract, and he wants to be in the Germany squad. Seems like if he was to go now and sign a permanent deal with Newcastle before they went down, I think he'd feel that his World Cup chances would be jeopardised. Are United out of running for Haaland? Yes, pretty much. Zach Rudin has signed for Dundee from Partick Thistle. Well, will do when his contract expires in the summer. Rooney is flattered by the Everton link. There's been no approach from the Merseyside club. Jill Scott is getting interest from Aston Villa women who are in talks with City to sign him. Frick. I guess I'm cancelled. Manchester City are in talks to sign Julian Alvarez. He has a release clause apparently of around 15 to 17 million pounds. So yeah, City have tracked him for some time, along with a host of other top clubs. Contract talks are ongoing and family feel great in London, according to Rudiger. Have Tottenham agreed a fee of just under £23 million for Spain migrant Adama Traore? Apparently includes £20 million up front with £2.75 million in add-ons. West Ham are preparing a move for James Tarkowski, with the Burnley defender out of contract in the summer. Burnley, currently in a relegation scrap, are not willing to do a deal with the defender in January, the report adds, but West Ham will happily wait until the summer to make their move. He'll eventually go, won't he? Does Rudiger interview change anything according to Dalmatia? Who knows? Will there be incomings of Burnley? Potentially. Just read that. I'll give you a few seconds to pause. That's enough time. Lingard should push for the Newcastle move, according to Rob Earnshaw. Endrick is a 15-year-old who is described as the future of Brazilian football. He's been described as the next Romario, the next R9. He scores some incredible goals and plays for Palmeiras at the moment. Barcelona's scouts were watching him on Wednesday night. He scored an incredible overhead goal, and he's playing with guys at least 5 years older than him. My understanding is that Barca is going to be very interested in signing him, but it's going to be difficult to get him because 3 clubs are already after him: United, Chelsea, and Real Madrid. It said 16 in July, which is when he can sign a contract. Well, that's interesting, Carve. Tottenham. Talks are progressing between Tottenham and Wolves over a deal for Adama Traore. Rudiger is committed to Chelsea. Yeah. David Moyes is disappointed with himself that he didn't perform better when in charge of Old Trafford. I thought that was going to happen. Turns out that was the last story of the episode anyway, so it doesn't matter. Christ, this is laggy.